we go.
You can see the screen.
There.
Okay, so yesterday we talked about the claim. We talked about how the claim was characters, the setting, plot, support the development of the theme in Orbiting Jupiter by Gary D. Schmidt. Now, we asked ourselves, does your claim answer the prompt? Why could we say yes? Why could we say yes? Only one person knows. This should be a review. Jonah?
It like kind of puts what was in the prompt in your claim, so you're talking about the characters setting and the plot.
It asked us how the characters setting plot, if they support the development of the theme. We're saying they do, and now let me tell you why, right? And you also brought us into the next point too. Does your claim use the language from the prompt? You guys notice exactly what I underlined here? Is that in the prompt as well? Or in my claim, sorry. Is that also in my claim? Yeah. Yep. So we did that yesterday. Now we're moving forward. So we are trying to prove how the characters support the development of the theme, how the setting supports the development of the theme, and the plot. Now, we need to, like we said, we're not trying to prove what the theme is. We are trying to prove how the characters, setting, and plot develop that theme. But I get kind of frazzled when I don't have things just right in front of me. So I'm actually going to add in right here so that I know what the theme is that I should be referencing every time. So can somebody remind us what was the theme? Jonah?
People must work hard to gain trust.
Say it one more time.
People must work hard to gain trust.
People must work hard to gain trust. All right. Now, I notice that I have 3 pieces of evidence. I also notice that I have to support or explain how the characters support the development, the setting supports the development, and the plot. What do you think I could use as my evidence for evidence 1? What could I focus in on? Helena?
The characters.
Characters. What do you think I could focus in on for evidence 2? Sean?
Setting.
Good. Looking out and I'm seeing, I think, almost every single person writing minus like 1 or 2. That's amazing. Thank you to all of you following those directions. What could be evidence 3 then? Carson? Plot. Good. All right, here we go. What is some evidence that proves how the characters support the development of people must work hard to gain trust in Orbiting Jupiter? What do some of the characters do, or what about the characters helps us to understand people must work hard to gain trust? I see some of you flipping to the back and using your resources. That might be a really good idea. Justine?
And Joseph, when he told the family about what happened.
Okay. So, Joe told Fam about past. Now, what do we know about evidence? Do we know that evidence is stronger if we paraphrase, or is evidence stronger if we, Luke?
It's stronger if you direct quote it.
if we use textual evidence and direct quotes. So I'm going to show you a little trick here. You guys ready? It's going to be the coolest trick you've seen probably all month. It's only the 3rd of the month. It's going to be cool. You ready? So to save me time, because I don't want to spend a ton of my time on my graphic organizer when I'm actually writing this, I am just going to go into the book. Let me see if I can find it. And I found right here where it says, Joseph told us everything. And right here it says everything. This is what he told us. What can I do with that to save me time? Sean?
You can just write down the page number.
Oh. I took it even one step further to help me even more. What did I put there, Sean?
Sticky note.
I sticky noted it. And I'm also going to put here page 68. Sean, I have a question for you. Why did I not just write page 68? Why did I write Joe told Sam about past?
You need to know where.
I need to know what I'm talking about really, right? Exactly. Okay. Now, I'm gonna look right here. Does that evidence support my claim? So I'm thinking, does that support Joseph telling them about the past? Does that support how characters develop the theme that people must work hard to gain trust? Give me a thumbs up if you think yes. Give me a thumbs down if you think no. See a thumbs up? Let's put a check there then. Or an X or whatever you want to do. Now, who can tell me, why do you think that's supported? Why do you think that evidence supported the claim? Or how do you think it supported the claim? Luke?
Well, it took like the family a really long time supporting Joseph before he trusted them enough to tell him about his past.
Okay. And so, Luke, did you just give me analysis? Oh, weird. So by us checking, does that support it or not, you're actually really then filling in your analysis part. So, Luke, tell me that one more time.
Like, it took the family a really long time to gain enough trust with Joseph so he could reveal his past.
Took fam long time to gain trust for Joe to tell past. Notice that I'm still really not using complete sentences. It's still just phrases. Now, is that enough for a paragraph?
No.
Probably not. You're going to see in some of the examples that there are some paragraphs with only like 2 to 3 sentences, but if all of your paragraphs looked like that, would that be very good? No. Having one look like that, okay. How could we make this better? What could we add to it to make it better? Remember when we were talking about your claim evidence analysis, and we always tell you when you highlight it, what should be the biggest chunk of highlights that you see? Analysis. So could we add some more analysis here? Okay. I really want to make sure we're focusing on, what does that show? What does this show? Helena?
It shows that like Joseph felt comfortable enough to tell them about like Maddie and his child, and in the evening he would not let anyone talk about them.
Good. Shows the characters did many things equals Joe now comfortable. analysis explain why or how your evidence supports your claim? Give me a thumbs up if you think that they took the family a long time to gain the trust for Joseph to tell about his past, and that shows that the characters did many things for Joseph to now feel comfortable. Does that explain why Joseph telling about the past supports that the characters are developing the theme that people must work hard to gain trust? I see thumbs up. I'm going to check it, yes. Now, I know that that was like, holy moly, a lot of words, right? Think about it like I have the drawing up there of a table. This table is kind of weird because it has 3 legs. One of the legs is about characters. We are looking at how do the characters help to develop that theme so that it can hold up that table of theme. Does that make sense? So what are the characters doing to hold up the theme? Okay. What about evidence for setting? How does the setting develop the theme that people must work hard to gain trust? Who can come up with evidence for that? I'm concerned that only one person can, since we did this yesterday. It should be just transferring it into a format for an essay. Finn?
Jack helped Joe get out of the ice.
Okay. So how is that though? Let's think about this for a second before I write it. How is that showing that the setting is supporting that people must work hard to gain trust? Luke, what do you think?
Well, because the setting is like the ice, right? And then like the setting caused like Joe to end up in the ice, and then that's like caused the event that caused Jack to have to do that like kind of crazy event to help gain his trust, sort of.
Okay. Do you think we could think of a better piece of evidence that might be able to better explain that? A better setting that might support how people must work hard to gain trust. Or do you guys like that one? Avery?
I like that one, just I think I would word it a little bit differently.
Okay.
I would say, like, Jack helps Joe get out of the frozen waters.
Okay.
Like, just to emphasize that it's a little bit more dangerous than just getting out of a regular lake.
Oh, okay. Good thought. Justine?
What about when they got in trouble after that, when their dad was yelling at them?
Oh, when Dad was yelling at them? But how is that gaining trust? Okay, but now remember that we're talking about setting is more than just place and time. What else is included in setting? What else?
Like the conditions,
What does that mean, the conditions?
like how other people are around them, kind of.
Okay, or remember we talked about how like Joseph's conditions before he moved into the foster family, how were they?
That
They were not good. Okay, he was with an abusive father. He really didn't have any clothes. Because he talked about how he didn't have a jacket to wear during the winter. Now his conditions are, what are they like now that he's living in the foster family? Better. So setting is more than just the place. It's place, time, conditions. So you guys want to talk about how the river, that place, helped to gain some trust, right? Is that how we want to say it? Because he fell through at the river. Jack helped him out. That helped them to gain trust. Justine?
And he was trying to, like, Jack was calling him back and telling him that it was dangerous.
Okay. So how can we word this? Elena?
Jack saved Joseph from the freezing river.
Freezing river. Now, while I'm looking for that piece of evidence in the text, does that evidence support the claim? Does that support that one of the settings supported the development of the theme, that people must work hard to gain trust? Give me a thumbs up or down. Seeing thumbs up. Who wants to tell me why? Why does that evidence support the claim? Same few people raising their hands. I need some different participation. Alina, help us out.
Because like when Jack saved Joseph, he also put his own life in danger. He was trying to save Joseph.
Jack put own life in danger on ice trying to save Joseph. Okay, Sean?
I forgot the page number.
Yep, I'm still looking for it. Thank you for reminding me. What else? Or could that be good enough? What do you guys think? I need your opinions. Luke?
Well, like, the river being in the setting kind of posed a challenge that, like, brought the two of them together.
The river setting posed challenge that brought, could I write J and J here? J and J together. I like that. So now I'm looking here for that page number. And this whole section right here was them when Jack saved him. Joseph's whole body, he bellied up. I couldn't back up, the water was rushing, and if I took my feet away from the rocks beneath them, I didn't know what would happen. What do you want to use? What quote would you like to use there? Yeah.
Maybe like a little bit of both, so then you can see both of them. Like,
So like, you'd put the sticky note kind of like that?
yeah.
Okay. Now write evidence 2. And that is on page 40. All right. Does this does this analysis explain why or how your evidence supports your claim? So the river setting posed a challenge that brought the boys together. Jack really put his own life in danger. Does that show how Jack saving him from the freezing river, how the setting supports that people must work hard to gain trust? Was that working hard to gain trust in that certain setting? Thumbs up or down? Okay, let's check it. All right, for this last part, I'm going to challenge you. I want to see if in paragraph 4, for evidence number 3, could we include 2 pieces of evidence? Do you think we could? Okay, what would be one piece of evidence that would support how the plot develops the theme? So it would be like an event. Go ahead.
Some teachers were being mean to Joe and Jack's
Okay. So, some teachers mean to Joe stand up to them. We're almost there. You guys are doing an excellent job. Yeah?
Joe starts to talk to the family.
Okay. Now I have a question about that. We already used that for evidence number 1. Would it be very strong if we used it again?
No.
It might weaken the argument a little bit. Could we? Nah. What could be a different event that happens though that shows how the plot is developing that people must work hard to gain trust? Where else in the book do we see people working hard to gain trust? Dylan?
When he walks to Maddie's house.
Oh, so you're gonna go that way. I like it. Do you guys like it? Okay. Joe. Walk. Remember how many miles it was?
7.
7 miles to Maddie's. And I will find those page numbers in just a second. While I am looking for those page numbers, does this evidence that some teachers were mean to him and Jack stood up to them, does that support our claim? That the plot is helping to develop that people must work hard to gain trust? Yes or no? Thumbs up or down? Okay? What I want you to do with your table for number 1, I want you and your table to figure out the analysis part for evidence number 3, but that first piece of evidence. Make sense? All right, talk to your table.
Okay, evidence,
Okay. So for the first one, like when some teachers are not be nice to Joseph, you could say Jack stood up for Joseph, hopefully trying to gain his trust.
they didn't like
I
Joseph
don't know.
This shows that Jack cares about Joseph.
Our table's not good at this.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. Alright. That's
Yeah.
okay.
All of it.
Anyway, so we're done.
Jack is
Yo.
helping Joe and back to another video.
I could see you being a YouTuber. Give me some.
Yes.
Back once. Back twice. For number 2, it was on page 74. I'll find the other one in just a second. Okay, tell me, why do you guys think that some teachers being mean to Joe and Jack standing up for them supports that the plot develops the theme that people must work hard to gain trust? Why do you guys think that? I'm gonna call a card. Christina.
So if, like, so Jack, defending, like, Joe instead of just taking the teacher's side could have, like, got him in trouble.
Okay.
Or something, and then it was brave for him to stand up for him.
Jack was brave. Could have gotten in trouble. I'm going to add on to this a little bit, Christine. I'm going to say events of Jack standing up for Joe. Do those happen a lot in the book?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Now, let's look at Joseph walking 7 miles to Maddie's. How does that support that the plot develops the theme that people must work hard to gain trust? Finn, what do you think?
It takes a lot of effort to walk 7 miles, so if he's gonna walk 7 miles, you probably must have predetermined to doing it.
Takes effort to walk 7 miles. What'd you say last?
Probably has some motivation to be doing it.
Okay. Motivated to do it. What else? He was motivated to do it. Why? Why?
To gain
Hot
trust.
feelings.
Just to see Maddie, right? Because he caught feelings. Alright. Alright, last thing we're gonna do. Are you ready? We're almost there. Does Jack being brave could have gotten into trouble? These events happened a lot where Jack stood up for Joseph. Explain why some of the teachers being mean to him supports that the plot is developed by the theme. I know that's a lot of words, and it's basically just taking you, it's going like this to this. Okay? Give me a thumbs up or down. See, thumbs up. What about, it takes a lot of effort to walk 7 miles, must be motivated to do it just to see Maddie, to gain her trust. Okay. Excellent. So we will be next week taking this to make it into a 5-paragraph essay. All right.